Hello, hello, and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host, Aurora, life coach and companion on this beautiful journey called life. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel loved and inspired and safe. And if you're not feeling quite well at the moment, I hope I can bring you some light, some lightness and love and alleviating feelings of loneliness. Last time I talked about the importance of acknowledging your feelings, knowing what your feelings mean, how they get triggered, how something or someone can evoke feelings within you is so incredibly important. Because when you know yourself, when you know what, upsets you or lights you up or turns you off or turns you on, it's just so much easier to make decisions. You will pick people and choose friends, people you want to be in contact with, people you want to be working with more consciously. And in doing that, you will just enjoy life so much more. Once you know what you want, who you are, you make better decisions that are in alignment with your values. You are a happier person, and a happier person is a loving person, a compassionate person, a curious and open-minded person. And the more we are curious and open-minded, the more we affect the people around us, the community, in a powerful, positive way. And that's my mission here, to help you unlock your potential, to help you heal from past stuff that you still might be carrying around, and to become more self-aware. Self-awareness is really the key to success, because once you become aware of your blind spots, once you realize the mistakes that you've made in the past and learn from them, right? Not to live in regret, but to learn from mistakes. You are moving forward in a very empowered and conscious way. And that's just so beautiful to witness. And that is what I'm doing with my podcast here, with my coaching, with my retreats that I'm hosting, with my classes that I'm teaching. And I'm just so incredibly grateful for all the beautiful people I'm attracting into my physical space called the Yurt Experience. If you haven't checked it out yet, please check it out. You can see and learn everything about it online, auroraeggertcoaching.com, or pay me a visit, and we'll spend some time in the forest by the yurt, by the fire in the yurt, I meant. So today I want to talk about your needs and having your needs met. If you don't know what your needs are, if you don't know what your values are, it will be very, very hard for you to navigate through life. You can navigate through life, but you will bounce from one experience to another, aimlessly, like traveling, and meet people that might serve you, but also meet people that might harm you. You need to find out what your values are. What are the five values that you want to adhere to no matter what? And then making decisions based on that, picking people you want to spend time with based on that, and learning to express your needs, because people cannot guess them. People need to know what makes you tick, what sets you off, and most importantly, you need to know what your needs are. People who don't know what their needs are and still enter relationships usually past the lovey-dovey phase, the big chaos and drama sets in, because especially romantic relationships will bring out your shadows, like your blind spots, your stuff that you haven't worked on, and your partner will turn from a lover that is exciting to meet into a trigger monster, I want to call it, and set you off on a regular basis, and you will do the same with him or her as well. So if you don't know what you need from yourself, from the world, from your job, from your relationships, then life is incredibly hard because it's so unpredictable and very chaotic. The better you know your values and your needs, the more clear your path is and the more enjoyable life is. And like I said earlier, to learn to express your needs in a way that people can understand you and want to listen to you, to express and set boundaries in a way that people want to listen to, is extremely valuable. That's when emotional intelligence also comes into play, to regulate your nervous system and your emotions, and to express yourself in a way that people understand who you are and what you're made of and what you need and what you don't need in your life. Excuse me. The more we live a life that is unconscious, right, where we just drift from one side of the shore to the other, and we're kind of flowing with the river, but don't know where the journey is taking us, the more it's going to be difficult for you to have relationships that are nurturing and supporting, because people don't know who you are. They're just going to go about their life and love you the way they think is good for you to be loved. But that might not be what you need and want. So you then wake up in a relationship and you realize, oh my God, like, what have I done all these years? Why am I stuck in this? And where was I? Was I asleep for so many years and now I'm, in my 70s or 80s? So to know how to express yourself in a way that people can adapt to you or work around you or work with you is extremely crucial. And your needs are sometimes, how do I say this best? Your very genuine core needs are formed in your childhood. And if you had a very, smooth childhood, you're very easygoing and you know how to feel loved and give love and everything is smooth. But if your childhood has been somewhat dysfunctional and difficult, you might still base your adult needs on childhood pain and trauma that happened. Let me give you an example. A child who feels abandoned because the mother has to take care of the sibling more often than she used to because the sibling is sick now. The child feels abandoned and doesn't really know how to express the discomfort and pain it is feeling. So it starts to throw tantrums, it starts to become loud, it starts to break things, it starts to behave in a way that is very difficult to understand as an outsider. But for the child, it's just a desperate way to communicate to the mother, hey, I need you, I want to spend time with you. And can we find ways to make this happen, right? This is how an adult would express a need for connection. But a child doesn't do that. A child doesn't know how to communicate effectively quite yet, but still expresses the pain in a way that it is very clear that something is off, but oftentimes we don't know what the child really means. And as an adult, you have to learn that throwing a tantrum and breaking things and screaming around and being aggressive is not going to get you anywhere except into jail or have people file divorce. You have to learn to identify what's rubbing you the wrong way and then express it in a way that people have it easy to understand you. And you have to trust that people who love you want to understand you and then will, accommodate the need or find a solution or compromise. A person who has no interest but you being a nice, little trophy as a relationship partner, you can identify then if you express your needs in a very honest and vulnerable and genuine manner, then this need should be met if that person loves you. But knowing your needs, knowing how to express them and not expressing them from a place of wounded childhood, wounded teenager, wounded person who went through heartbreak is extremely crucial. And I'm going to go into more depth in the next couple episodes here because I feel there's a lot of people who showed interest, especially in my intimacy classes that I host for individuals and couples. How do we create intimacy once that spark is gone? How do we break down the walls that were built around our hearts because we fear our needs are not met? We need to feel heard, we need to feel understood, we need to feel loved, and we can only do that when we feel that people understand what our needs are. I think I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to send you out with so much love, and I promise I will keep talking about this topic that is very dear to me, and take really good care of yourself. Until next time, bye-bye.